How to raise material request in ERPNext.
We are here at the employee department, where a request is raised to the purchase department. Before we start the demo, let's first understand what a material request is and why this procedure is important. A material request is the first step in the purchase-to-pay P2P process. It is created when any department or employee identifies a need for certain goods or materials required for work. Instead of directly purchasing the items, they raise a formal request to the purchase department. This procedure is very important because it helps maintain control and transparency in the organization. It ensures that all required materials are approved, tracked, and budgeted properly before any order is placed. Without this step, there can be misuse of resources, unplanned expenses, or inventory mismatches. This is the ERPNext dashboard. On the left sidebar, you can see many modules like accounting, buying, selling, stock, and more. The material request belongs to the buying module. From here, you can access all buying-related tasks, purchase orders, and vendor management features. Once you're inside the buying module, scroll down a little, you will find an option called Material Request. Next, click on Material Request. Once the list view opens, we'll click the Add Material Request button to create a new material request. The material request form is simple but powerful. Let's look at the main header fields. Purpose, the most important field. This field determines the entire workflow for the item. There are 5 possible purposes. Purchase, most common. The required material needs to be purchased from an external supplier. This leads directly to an RFQ or purchase order. Material transfer. The item is needed, but we have it in a different warehouse. This generates an internal stock entry to move it. Material issue. The material is needed for internal consumption or scrap, not a sale or transfer. This leads to a stock entry, material issue. Manufacture. The material is a component needed to produce a finished good. This links to a work order or production plan. Customer provided. The material is expected to be received from the customer to fulfill their order. Now click Get Items to save time and ensure accuracy. Use Get Items From to pull lists from other documents. Bill of Materials, BOM. Select a finished good and quantity. ERPNext automatically lists all raw materials required for production. Use this for the manufacture purpose. Sales order. Pulls the items required to fulfill a specific customer order. You can choose to ignore projected quantity to order the full amount regardless of current stock. Product bundle. If you sell a kit, e.g. laptop plus mouse, selecting the bundle automatically lists all its component items here. Required by this is the firm deadline by which you must receive the materials. You can track items using barcodes and use the Scan Barcode feature to quickly add items to the table. Set target warehouse. Specify the destination warehouse where the item must arrive. This field helps the system calculate projected quantity and avoid over-ordering. Now, view the items grid table to add and manage line items for material request. Terms. You can select a predefined terms and conditions template. This is crucial if your company has standard procurement policies or legal clauses you need to include, especially if you plan to send this document to a supplier or use it to generate an RFQ. In More Info section, there is Letterhead. Select your company's official letterhead to ensure a professional, branded look for the PDF. Print heading. Use this to change the title that appears on the document when printed, perhaps customizing it for internal use versus external communication. Okay, let's create a material request, MR, in ERPNext for a new bulk purchase of laptops. First, I'll set the required by date to November 10th. This is our deadline, ensuring the purchase department knows exactly when these items are needed. Now, we move to the items table to detail our requirement. Now, I'll click the item code field and select Laptop 001 from our item masters list. Next, I'll enter the required quantity, 15 units. Next up, select a target warehouse. The laptops must go to the main internal storage location, so I'll click here and select the store's warehouse. Afterwards, click the Save button to save the new material request. Edit. Then click the Submit. Click on Yes. The status is now submitted, and the material request is officially raised and ready for the purchasing department to take action. Once you have successfully raised the material request, you can view it at the top of the material request list for easy tracking and verification.